What did Guns N' Roses say while playing Riichi Mahjong? Drew some great tiles we can call Reachi. Got a fully outside hand in E3. A Hanemon will finesse with a sumo cry. We would like the Circle 9. Welcome back to Mahjong Soul, folks. My name's Yusong. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are, folks. We're in there. We're genuinely in there, and I feel like, and I don't mean to get cocky, I feel like there's someone up there protecting us. I truly believe that we were destined to die in the last two games that we played, and someone at Yostar has finally started to turn the other cheek. Someone at Yostar is like, you know what? This Yusong guy, I like the song parodies. I like the fact that he folds every single hand. We're going back into the Jade Room today. Hopefully we can start throwing heaters once again. Hopefully we can get back to being a first place Fred. But as we load into the game today, let me just say this. If you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out the channel such a great deal. It brings us to our featured comment of the day. Lee Southcott writes, I just finished my first in-person tournament this weekend, and all I could think about was the brain rot you have infested me with like Norsty weights on twice the Skyded honors and being in Zuzzy Firth in jail with a triple-sided banger. Thank you. You said, hey, that's super cool that you played in an IRL tournament. Whether you won or not, that's not important. Like, I just hope that you had a good time and that it was fun. Maybe you get to meet people. Maybe it's just like a fun, it's just like a fun weekend of Mahjong. Thank you so much for sharing that. I sincerely appreciate it. And I want to apologize for the brain rot. Just kidding. I don't apologize at all. No, it is. I should feel more guilty than I do. That's where we'll land that one, okay? I should feel more guilty than I do. But here's the thing about the brain rot. I have to live with it. I know. I have to live with this guy. And you've heard the things that he said. You hear some of the just the garbage thoughts that swim constantly in this brain. It's not easy, okay? And before we get too far into this game, I also want to take a quick moment. Okay, Left Float's just gonna sumo. I want to shout out the patrons really quickly. Patreon.com/YU_SONG. The link is down below in the description. For $4 a month, you get access to a bonus video every single month, as well as the shout out like you're hearing right now and a whole bunch more. So thank you so much to all the patrons for allowing me to keep doing what I'm doing. Welcome to Peter P, Zany Memer XD, and Verdant Ozark. I lost all powers of speech at the end. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you for all your help. I never thought that the Patreon would be this ever, to this level ever. So I sincerely appreciate it. I'm super grateful. I'm under no delusion that it's just people being generous with their money. So I have that in the forefront of my mind. Okay, this is a great tile we drew into the Dora, and I'll just say I just finished recording, or I finished recording last night the Patreon video for this month. It's already out by now. You've already seen it. Maybe if you're already a patron, hang on. But I wanted to show you. It's a double feature. It's two games. We have one East game in the Bronze Room and one East game in the Silver Room. I really loved these games, and I know I have a very biased opinion here, right? I want you to think that the Patreon is good, but I genuinely... a lot of these moments in these games were such great teaching moments. Like, I could not have illustrated, like, better teaching moments. And thank you so much to everyone on the Discord who's sharing your game logs with me, because it's a very vulnerable thing to do. You're kind of offering yourself up to be judged. Now, hopefully I can give notes in a way that is not rude or mean or condescending. That's something that I try very, very hard to do on every single Patreon VOD review video that we do. But yeah, thank you so much for your vulnerability and for your sharing. All right, folks, I want to win this hand. Holy frick, I think we might be able to. This hand, well, isn't this hand bonkers? I mean, it's Riichi, Red 5, Dora. I don't think we can have Pinfu, but if we draw into something like 7 of bamboo or 5 of circles or 9 of bamboo, it's at least a double-sided weight here, right? We get to wait on the 4 or the 7 of characters. Hang on. 4 or the 7 of bamboo. Hang on. Now that I'm looking at this actually feels terrible. We see 3 copies of the 4 of bamboo already gone. Yeesh. And then we see 1 copy of the 7. I mean, 1 copy of the 7 is kind of nothing. This is a tricky hand to play, because I don't think I'm in the business of like switching it up. I think this is kind of like the bed that we've made. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to dance with the one that brought you, and the one that brought us isn't even like, it's a pretty good hand. Riichi, Red 5, Dora. we get to end on a double-sided banger. I don't know if we're supposed to do evil stuff or if we're just supposed to go. I mean, I don't hate this. I genuinely don't hate this, right? It was 2-1 and 2-1, and I feel like 9 of bamboo has a way higher chance of coming out, right? We see, oh god, I'm about to deal it. Okay, maybe not, but well, we can see what Maka thinks about this one. East to Riichi choice on which tile. The reason that I want to do this is because, I don't know if you've met me, but I'm kind of evil with it, okay? The reason I want to wait for the 9 of bamboo, not only is it a Zuzzy terminal tile, okay, not only is it a Zuzzy terminal tile, I know that there's 3 8s of, oh my god, what's happening? Slow roll BM? No. Oh, it's a miracle that we haven't dealt in. I probably shouldn't say that I'm opening the doors for comedic timing, but like, it's an absolute freaking miracle that we haven't dealt in. The reason that I'm doing this is because 3 8 of bamboos are gone. It's very unlikely that I have the, you know, that I'm waiting with a 7 8, and so 9 of bamboo seems a lot safer. I don't think anyone's gonna wanna throw. Ah, she's got eyes in it. Just 3. Okay. Sorry, lost everything for a second. Okay, and we were never gonna get the last copy, but we did get a very unlikely sumo on the 5 of circles, and hey, that's basically a Mongon, right? 7,900. Let's round that up to 8K. That feels amazing. That feels so good. Oh my god. Wait, is Mahjong good? Are we having a Mahjong renaissance on the channel right now? Because if it's feeling good. Like, I don't know. The games that we've been playing, we've been having kind of okay luck lately. So I'll knock on some IKEA synthetic wood, and hopefully that I'm not. Hopefully, you know, I'm not horribly jinxing myself. By the way, I was writing my Maka notes, and as I've embarrassingly revealed, the place that I write my notes is just in my own Twitch chat when I'm not streaming. So just like, usually I don't press send. Usually it's just in like the here's the message that would be a send. Hang on, what the heck is going on here? I'm 1 tile away from Tempai. I don't think I called Reachi here or anything, but like, this hand could become awesome. That's the thing. This hand could get really, really good. Like, if I draw into 6 of bamboo right now, I would see into 6 of bamboo right now. We're single tile Yorking it, but we can change our weight so easily. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't think we're supposed to call Reachi here. Our hand can improve so easily. If we draw into 1 of circles, 2 of circles, 4 of circles, 5 of circles, 7 of circles, 8 of circles, 2 of bamboo, 3 of bamboo, 4 of bamboo, like, yeah. That's Mahjong. That's so good. That's unbelievably good, actually. Like, our hand could have improved so many times. This is going to be a victory lap with Maka. E3 non-Reachi, followed by Reachi. Just, the single tile York is fine. It's Riichi, Tanya, 1 Dora, but like, recognizing that the shapes in our hand are so effing good that we could have drawn into 2 of bamboo, 3 of bamboo. I think also 4 of bamboo, and also like 5 of bamboo, 7 of bamboo, 8 of bamboo. Like, so many tiles could have let us upgrade our hand from a single tile weight to like a double or a triple-sided banger like we currently have. Like, I think that's great foresight. I think this is. I mean, I'm gonna pat myself on the back. I think we made the right decision there. We're gonna go back in with Maka after the game, do a little victory lap. I also want to. I wrote some notes down in the Twitch chat. I also want to thank Will Just Will and I Am Spam a Lot. Oops, I Am Spam a Lot for dropping the Will Just Will for dropping the tier 1, and I Am Spam a Lot for dropping the prime, even when I'm not streaming. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it. It's very, very kind. Thank you for your support. I always like being able to thank people, even when especially when I can't do it as I'm streaming. Oh, I'm basically trying to say that I'm a really good person. That's the no, I'm being facetious, but I would feel bad if I did not say thank you. So this is an interesting thing. This came up in the Patreon video as well. Like, you could see the vision, right? The vision being half outside hand, full outside hand, 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku. Like, all this stuff could happen. I don't think that we need to be that rigid about it. Like, if the tiles that we draw into move us, like corral us towards a half outside hand or a full outside hand, if the winds of fate like are pushing us towards 1, 2, 3 mixed triple sequence, sure, but I don't think that we could. All right, we're gonna do it. All right, I mean, we're gonna do it. Here's the thing. This is so awkward saying this because a lot of the Patreon video was the advice, like don't be too rigid. Like just because you can go for something, and it's good to recognize like, oh, this hand could be a half outside hand or something, but it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to. I hate this. Right Lord just raw dogged the con. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're about to have, like, I think they're about to have a huge hand, and they just cut a red 5, which means that I think that their hand is just like it. I think that they have like they must have a ready hand or something. Do I chi here for the stupidest chi of all time? I feel like this is really antsy behavior, but the reason that I'm okay with doing this is because I still have 2 safe tiles if Right Lord ever seems like too scary, if they ever get too scary. Okay, sure, right? I mean, there is a 1, 2, 3 San Shokler, but I think that's a little too far away. Call me Carol King. Now I can pawn into a 1 of bamboo or a 9 of bamboo. Again, it doesn't feel amazing what's happening right now. I'll be the first to admit that this doesn't feel amazing. I'm going for this. I don't think this is good. I don't think this is good. Okay, best case scenario is that we get 8 of bamboo or 8 of characters, right? Sanshoku, full outside hand Dora. It's 12k in the dealer's seat. How am I supposed to say no to that? I mean, I am going up against a freaking, like this is terrifying. 2 cons, raw, by the way. It's just, it must mean that they have something. Or either that or they're a saint level gamer. You know that they're not just doing this to be stupid. Oh! Yostar, drug test now. Yostar. Actually, we need some drug testing within the Mahjong Soul community. This pee in a cup, genuinely, this is the most pee in a cup. Honestly, if they pee in a cup and they mail it to me, I'll be the middle person. Like I'll do the drug testing myself. I'll get that pee into a lab. Okay, that is impossibly low. You're telling me you never experienced last? If you play 10 games, you're only gonna get last once. Right Lord, by the way, has a ready hand. Like this is. When someone has 3 completed sets, it's safe to assume that their hand is just in Tempai. Can I even fold here? If anyone has Red Dragon, I think it's Left Lord. But I have 0 safe tiles. I think I'm... Oh my god. Okay, it's a Cross Lord. This is so bad. How many 3s are visible? 3 3s are visible. Oh my goodness gracious. I am in Tenpai. Right Lord is going to sumo. And I think we're about to lose. I think we're about to pay out the largest dealer penalty you've ever seen in your entire life. Is this just somehow a Mongon? Okay. Yes! It's just 4K. Okay, we can actually stomach that. Luckily, we've been playing well and getting a little bit lucky. We can stomach a 4K dealer penalty. Okay, that's actually fine. Holy frick, I thought I was about to get decimated. Had they had 1 more Han in their hand, and you know, it's likely there was 55 burgers, 55 Dora in the last round that we had, so had they had another one, we would have to pay 6,000. Their points would look a lot better as well, so I'm happy about that. Yusong, how are you doing outside of the game? Thank you so much for asking. I sincerely appreciate it. I went to a friend's place for a little, like, dinner party last night. There was a child there, and I don't know, I kind of got clowned on by a child, and that's okay. Like, I'm not blaming the child, but it was just like, I think they were school age, and they were doing coloring, and the coloring was good. So I don't know how old the child was necessarily, but I'm gonna assume like 8 to 10 years old. Again, I could be way off. I could absolutely be way off, but that's how I saw the situation. And so, you know, their parents, like, introduced me to the child. I sound like a scientist doing, like, a study or something, but they introduced me to the subject, and I was like, oh, hi, how are you doing today? And I kind of, like, got down on their level to wave, and she immediately was like, oh, so we're bowing now? And I was like, Jesus Christ. Number one, I wasn't bowing. I was trying to be friendly. And number 2, sassy. It was a sassy, and you could tell. The thing about children is that they really, like, they had no evil in their heart. They're just being honest, you know what I mean? Oh, we're bowing now? Like, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. And by the way, we're just out of safe tiles, so I guess we're going. I'm 1 tile away from Tempai. I'm actually just 1 tile away from 7 peasies. Oh my god, I might be able to win. If I draw into 1 of characters, you tell me I don't Riichi call. somebody call 911, Yusong Riichi calling for the 3-so. You telling me we don't do that? Because it's a nice little suji trap for the both of us. Right Lord is gonna sumo, and this is gonna stink. Oh no. This is like a good hand. They have Tanya as well. Oh no. Okay. Could be worse, but we are losing. We have lost our lead, which certainly stinks. I mean, maybe this is to be expected of a Saint level player, but okay. I mean, I'm still gonna try, right? South 1, South 2, South 3, South 4. We have another dealer seat coming up. Hopefully this game lasts until then. That would be nice. I mean, I like the 1 of circles in case that we draw into 2 of circles, but like who really do we really care about that? I'm gonna keep it for now because also like the 1 of circles allows us to accept 6 of circles, right? We could have a 4, 5, 6 and then a 1, 3 shape. So it's not terrible in this situation. Sure, I'll cut the 1, 2 shape was pretty stinky as well, and we turned the 1, 2 into a 2, 4. This is fine. It's again not the greatest shapes that you're ever gonna see in the world, and but certainly acceptable. I could have maybe cheated there, but I think this hand is like it's too long of a walk towards Tanya. Like I think that while Tanya is definitely sur la table, if you will. I mean, I take the 2-4 shape over this 8-9, right? I think this is fine. We're still 2 tiles away from Tempai. A little bit awkward here. Could she into 3 of characters cut this? Chi here cut this or something? Like, Tanya isn't necessarily like the worst idea we've ever had. Left Lord is going for a half flush or a full flush in the stupid Etsu. Left Lord is dropping some really good tiles, but you'll notice they haven't discarded any circle tiles whatsoever. Look, if we don't Chi this, I don't know how we get that tile later. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna figure it out. I like the 4-6-8 shape. It's fine, but we have to notice that a lot of the 5 of bamboos are gone, so that doesn't feel good. I mean, it was nice to see. It was nice to see some friends. I mean, it was like I think I was the least acquainted out of this entire group of friends. So I was nervous going in. I was genuinely nervous going in. I was not expecting to see a child either. Like that was certainly a curveball. Definitely a curveball. Was not expecting them to clown on me. That, you know, also a curveball. Definitely also a curveball. This is nice. We have a 2-4-6 shape, can accept a 3 of characters or a 5 of characters. Again, awkward, right? We're drawing good tiles, but it's not like we're getting that much closer to Tenpai. It's just okay right now. There's a certain temptation to Chi that tile as well. I don't love it necessarily. Oh, you're going for Orphans. Oh my god, this is 13 Orphans. This is not... Wow. Okay. And then I cut 1 of circles and I deal into 13 Orphans. Okay, Right Lord is going to Chi. Right Lord has a ready hand. I'm 1 tile away from having a ready hand. Left Lord has to discard any good tile that they draw into, so that's really good news for me, right? I'm going for Tanya. Left Lord can't do anything with the Tanya tiles. Oh no. I mean, I have to do this. I don't think Riichi here is right. Because this is a manga, and if we just get to call Ron on someone. And I don't want to give Left Lord a reason to fold. I don't want to give Right Lord a reason to fold. I'm about to deal into 13 Orphans. Okay! But the reason that I'm going for this is because if I Ron someone, it's Tanya of Dora, pure double sequence, right? That's kind of tight. That's like, kind of like good enough for a bozo like me. It's kind of... Pawn the Dora? I don't think we pawn the Dora. Tanya 3 Dora versus Tanya 2 Dora pure double sequence. I think it's fine either way. Left Lord, if they get some good tiles, they might even cut like a red 5. I don't really know. 9 of circles could have dealt into Right Lord, but actually on second thought we saw all. It's Orphans. Oh my god. I get 3rd this game. I get... Oh, man. I mean, this is... I won't play to Xanarkin, but it's like... It's just like a real pensive moment, you know what I mean? Like, it's... Like... I can't... Okay. +3, by the way. I would rather you give me +0. +3 is insulting. That's like me asking for like a donation. You give me 3 cents. Like that's, I guess I appreciate it, but I think that the subtext of this is worse than, should I have folded there? I don't like, I don't know if you ever should believe in the orphans. You know what I mean? Leveler got a B+, by the way. Yeah, I'm sure Maka didn't love this. It's scary when they have, like, when they start to discard, like, orphan tiles. But usually you see them discard, like, a few tiles before they're in Tempai. And you're just, how long have you been in Tempai? You just got there. And the Riichi, yeah, they're not even thinking about the Riichi. I was thinking, like, there's 3 East Winds. It's so unlikely that you have the last one, but okay. Single tile Yorkin for the West Wind, and then there's no way you're ever supposed to, like, actually respect 13 orphans. There's just no way. I don't think that you do. I genuinely don't think that you do. Right? Yeah, dude. I mean, this is confirmation bias, but, like, I really don't think that you ever respect 13 orphans. I don't. I mean, if you see 13 orphans in real life, like, obviously, they show them to respect their human beings. Also, like, there's 13 of them. There's only one of you. It might be a dangerous and tricky situation, depending on if things escalate. Like, this is... Wow. That's so gross. And then Right Lord has a good hand, too. Like, this is 3 red 5s, 2 Dirtle Doves. They got C-Win 3 red 5s in the dealer's. He has a 12k hand. They're not folding. I got an 8k hand. I'm not folding. You also have, like, a decent enough hand. You can get it. You're 1 tile away from Tempai with a perfect freaking Ishan 10. Like, it's fine. You know what I mean? Where did this 5 of characters come from? Like, how did that one get discarded? Yeah, this is a little bit tricky. This is a little bit tricky. Probably would have also cut this in the sense that you have 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. You have 5 blocks in your hand. They're looking pretty strong as well. So this isn't really targeting anyone. You can think about a 7, 8, 9 Sancho clear, but I think you sacrifice too much tile acceptancy to do that. That's okay. Even if it backfires, I still think that is the right thing to discard at the time. Wow, that's nuts, by the way. That is genuinely nuts. I mean, this is the thumbnail. This is genuinely the thumbnail. By the way, Maka hated this. Maka hated this. Wow, they thought that you play this hand like a C. How many orphans did you start with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is a stretch. I mean, we've when Mahjong Gem was on the channel, she was like, I go for 13 orphans with 7, and she's good at Mahjong. So it's different strokes for different folks. I definitely, I don't know. It's hard to play this hand regardless. What would I have done? Probably this as well. But I don't know if I would have pushed it all the way to Tempai. I think as soon as Right Lord had 3 completed sets, I think I would have been like, well, they're in Tempai. If I'm not in Tempai, then I don't want to make any, like, unnecessarily risky moves. This is ridiculous, by the way. This is genuinely ridiculous. There were some things that I wanted to look at. And we'll probably close this out with a 3-player game or something as well. East 2, Riichi choice. I played good this game, too. I played well this game. Oh, man, I played well this game. You wanted me to call Reachi. You wanted me to take the 4-7 weight. I don't hate that, right? Because it's like, I see 2 copies of the 7 left, 1 copy of the 4 left. But this isn't that bad either. We see 2 copies of the 5 left and 1 copy of the 9 left. It's kind of equivalent, and 3 of my apes are gone. Look, it is weird that I cut 8 and then I cut another 8. Like, both from within my hand. That is weird. It usually means I have tiles around that. So the tiles around the Riichi tile are a little bit scary. But I'm kind of hoping on the fact that, like, someone might cut the last 8 of bamboo, and then after that, it's kind of like open season for the 9 of bamboo. So Left Lord chases my Riichi. They have a good hand. They absolutely have a good hand. I wouldn't be surprised if Maka's like, heck yeah, freaking send it. Yes, Maka's like, this tile is also relatively safe towards me. It's Suji Gaming. You might as well, honestly. And then a 3rd Riichi gets called, right? Yeah, and then you join the party later. What's going on here? They don't hate it. 41 to 43. It's a double-sided banger. This tile isn't necessarily safe. Like, it's safe for Right Lord. It's not necessarily safe for me. What would I have done here? I mean, my mind has already been poisoned because I can see what Maka likes, but I think that, if you cut Eastwind followed by Eastwind, sure, it's a little sad, but this hand is Riichi only. Like, this hand is 1 Han, if you really think about it. Sure, you might be able to win off of the Dora. That's 2 Han, And Goku-san is Gohan. Cutting Eastwind followed by Eastwind, there's like a million ways you get back into Tempai. 2 of circles, 4 of circles, 5 of circles, 5 of bamboo, 8 of bamboo. Like, you can get back into Tempai for Tanya 1 Dora very, very easily, and just try to keep the dealer seat that way. I think this Riichi is a little too spicy for me. They don't hate it though. Manga genuinely doesn't hate it. It's a totally viable line to take. E3, non-Riichi followed by the Riichi. I think I slayed. S-, we'll take the S-. Riichi is only 3%. I cut the 8 of characters, and the reason for that is because if I draw into a 3 or a 5 of characters, I can still just call the Riichi, right? Riichi, Tanya, 1 Dora. You can still accept tiles here. Whereas here, I'm only really happy if I draw into 7 of characters, right? Drawing into 9 of characters isn't good. Plus 7 of characters would mean that, you know, we might not get Tanya if we run off of the 9 of characters, and then you gotta insta-slam the Riichi. You gotta, this one felt good. That one absolutely felt good. All right, at least we got to see a Yakuman. Left Lord definitely got the Mandate of Heaven. I got 3rd. I was playing so well. Dude, I was playing so well. Okay, you know what's something funny is that a lot of shenanigans happen in 3-player. Might be able to see a 2 Yakuman video, which is never something that has been done on this channel, but you know, I'll call the shot right here. I'll try to manifest a little. That'd be pretty tight. And as we all know, Yakumans grow on trees, and it's all very likely, right? Anyway, dinner was cool. Here's the thing that I've realized about myself, and I've realized, okay? I'll give a little Northland. So I think I'm gonna go for the half flush, even though it's a little silly here. I don't think it's the best idea I've ever had, but certainly not the worst. We got seat wind, red 5, half flush, 2 Dora. Holy frick, by the way. I'm 1 tile away from 7 pairs. I might just call Riichi. Like, this is evil, right? Like, this is just pretty evil. Riichi, 7 pairs, half flush, red 5. This is like a Baimon out of nowhere. I gotta put some respect on the Vivian Westwind, though. It is my seat wind, and so maybe we can do something there. Maybe if we just draw into some more triplets, like it's also pretty tight. Plus, Green Dragon, it doesn't hurt that bad. One of them is the Dora indicator. I don't think it hurts our acceptancy. Like, we could still draw into 9 of circles or White Dragon very easily. Left Lord calls Riichi. This could be 13 Orphans. It's probably not, but you never know. A Cross Lord just jams the Dora tile immediately after the Riichi. And Left Lord's gonna sumo. That's fine. This is a Tanya Pinfu red 5. Holy frick. Okay, never mind. It's not Pinfu. They got a triplet of the 8 of circles, but still a very respectable hand. Again, a Mongon only 6K, right? Because, like, a Mongon just means that the dealer pays 4K and I pay 2K. And because there's no, like, third player, there's... The Mongon doesn't... The Sumo Mongon, unfortunately, does not hit as hard. The potency is not that hard in 3-player. If you still Ron someone with a Mongon, that's 8K directly from them. The Ron remains consistent, but the Sumo is a little bit wonky in 3-player. I realized, like, I don't think my social anxiety is that bad, but I did, you know, as I was like, because I bought a cake and stuff. Like, everyone was bringing stuff, so I was like, okay, I guess I can bring a cake. I'm just jamming this hand because Seat Wind, White Dragon, red 5. Like, this is fine. Is it kind of stupid? Yeah, it's a little stupid, but you know, 5 of circles is a safe tile. Left Lord might get a little freaky with it. We don't know yet. We genuinely don't know yet. What I call con here? Yeah, absolutely. Okay, red dragon. You got 3 big dragons? What's going on here? Okay, scary for a second, right? Like, genuinely scary for a second. But I did find myself, and this is real, I did find myself, like, rehearsing things in my head to say, like, oh yeah, this cake was from a really cool bakery. Here's what I like about the bakery. And I was like, okay, Yusong, it's okay to be nervous. Is this double Riichi? Did that count? I play with my headphones off. Did that count as double Riichi? I'm not sure that did, because I needed the Nolan Northwind. But this is pretty tight, right? I could Riichi Sumo 3 Dora for a 12K banger in the dealer seat, and then I get to end the game in first. I'll also take a Ron right now. Like, it's not like, no matter what, I'm gonna try to stay in the dealer seat and have epic comeback. This is good, right? Left Lord cutting a bunch of circle suit tiles. I think they're going for a flush in the bamboo suit. If that is the case, 2 of circles, 9 of circles might come out. 9 of circles, they're a little bit more hesitant to discard, I'm sure, right? It is the Dora tile, but you never know. You never know if someone's actually playing defense. It is 3-player, and it is silver. So, like, I'm gonna take this. I'm absolutely gonna take this. I got Riichi, 2 Dora, and then 1 Northwind as well. This is what, 12K? Do I just get to end the game right now? Holy frick! I also have a 1 Aura DC. Not that it really matters. It's the 4 Hunt would have gotten us the Mongon as well. Okay, this is too short of a game. I have to run it back in the. This is a wonky video. Definitely a wonky video. But hey, we're ranking up. We might get to rank up this. Ooh, probably not. I think it's gonna take like 2 or 3 more games. But yeah, we might get to rank up in. Oh my god, then we would have to play in gold. Ugh. Then we would have to play it. No, it's still a while before we get into the master tier, and then we're forced to play in the gold room, right? So, all right, let me enjoy just the silver room a little bit longer, please, Yostar. Like, obviously, like, don't send me ultimate despair. Like, don't just send me the most pitiful tiles that you've ever seen, but like, let me enjoy the. I wish there was a Andy Bernard voice. I wish there was a way to know that you were in the good old times before they were over. You know, let me enjoy silver. I wish. Here's the thing that I realized is that like, I don't know how people see me at all. Like, I've been watching a lot of like streamers lately too, and just thinking to myself like, oh, I think of them in this way. I wonder if people like think of me in this way, and not in like an egotistical like, oh, I wonder if like, whoa, like if I'm so good. No, it's just like, oh, I think of them as very funny, or like, oh, I think of them as very like skilled conversationally or whatever. And and you probably and based on what I've said, like you know, it would be surprising. It would be surprising if you thought that. That's maybe a little too self-deprecating. I think I can hold down a conversation. But you know, during this dinner, I realized I was getting like so shy. Like, they call me a New Jeans song the way I was feeling super shy, and then I was like, oh, I wish I knew how people saw me, because I think in some people's eyes, like in certain friend groups, and I'm not trying to like consciously like, you know, code switch between friend groups, although I think that's a common thing that you do. I try to be the same, not because I think that's like morally consistent or whatever, but just because like it's just. I don't know. It's easier for me to be that way. Just try to be consistent with everyone. I was like, oh, I think in some friend groups, like, I think some people might, and I'm not, hopefully I'm not tooting my own horn too much, but like, some people might think that I'm funny, but at this dinner party, and I was getting really in my own head. None of the material that I prepared about the cake was even brought up. Like, no one asked me, like, or just, it was brought up a little bit, but like, I didn't get a really, I didn't really get a chance to talk my stuff, if you know what I mean. But I think in some friend groups, people are like, oh, Yusong is like very funny or whatever. Or he's a little funny or whatever. And I was like so shy at this dinner party. I was like, well, I don't think anyone here really like thinks that I'm funny. Oh my god. My Reachi, it got chased and then it got eaten. Ah, it was a triple-sided banger. Were you in Furiten? Like, real talk. Were you in Furiten? I don't trust you. I don't think that you were in Furiten, but there was a chance, right? Fine, we still got a lot of game left to play. Okay, got a pair of the Dora and also, excuse me, got a pair of our Seawind and 1 copy of the Dora. Our Nut Draw is another copy of the Red Dragon, but we can definitely make this hand go. There's no chi in Bossing Say, and what I mean by that is that there's no chiing in 3-player, so that's gonna be a little bit awkward, right? This is a nice, okay, never mind. I guess we just get literally everything that we could ask for. Might be a little bit awkward to finish this shape, but we'll definitely get there. I don't know why my voice did that, but I was feeling so shy, and then I was like, oh, I think I would like really. I think I just had like a weird moment of self-reflection, which was just like, I don't think I know how people see me at all. Like, I don't think I have a good gauge, because, and this is both a good thing and a bad thing, because if I don't know, my brain will try to fill it in with like, hey, Yusong, just a heads up there, buddy. I know you're having a okay night or whatever. Everyone hates you. Everyone hates you, and they think that you're weird. And you need to start saying things. You need to start like changing, because it's getting weird and uncomfortable. Rude, right? So, but I realized it's like, oh, yeah, I don't know how people see me at all, and that might be like very freeing, you know? Like, I don't really know, and that's okay. And I think that like the awesome thing is that like something that I've been trying to work on this entire lifetime is like confidence. I think that confidence is really is a really hard thing to get. I think especially if you've had like a little bit of like a wacky upbringing, and I don't mean wacky like, oh hey, was raised by clowns or whatever. No, it's just like if you have like a tumultuous upbringing, and maybe you got like an anxious brain or whatever, like it's gonna be a harder skill to grasp in your in your adult life, especially if these if an 8-year-old is like, oh, we're gonna bow now, everyone's bowing, you know, it's they're gonna get under your skin a little bit. But it's like if you just are confident, like there's nothing stopping you from doing that, which is so tragic, you know. But it's like, but it's also freeing. Like you just get to do that. Like if you know, I know it's weird because like there's like video evidence of me like in daily uploads for like the last, I don't know, few years. And so if I started acting different, it's not like I get to move to a new school and just start acting different. But I also think that like, you know, if I just started being like a little bit more confident, I don't think that like people would care. I don't think that people would care. I think that people would, and I think that would just reflect well on the videos. I think that the videos would be awesome. I think that the streams would be awesome. I think that even though we all have like an online footprint, like so long as you don't reinvent yourself to a totally like incomprehensible, like unthinkable pivot, you get to just like move to a new school by yourself in your own head. So had a weird but fun time. I think that someone is rocking with 3 copies of the Dora. Okay, I don't know what is happening. Because after the 2 games in a row, after someone has called Reachi, someone has just tried to jam the Dora immediately. I don't know, maybe there's something I'm missing. But I'll happily take Left Lord's points. Okay. Maybe a 13 Orphans moment? Probably not, actually. Probably just like a half this is a weird hand to try to win. We have a pair of the Dora, which is genuinely awesome. But then the rest of our hand is kind of awkward. Look, I know I'm cutting the East one here, but I don't really want to discard the Dora either, right? I think it's kind of... Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 unique Orphans. I'm not going to necessarily cry over 7 unique Orphans. Plus, you know, 3 copies of the Nolan Northwind are already gone. Okay, we can go for the half flush here, right? Half flush 2 Dora, red 5. Maybe a Hanemon even if we get like Seawind or Red Dragon. Something cool like that. Was the food good? Yeah, the food was awesome. Did people like the cake? I think so. I hope so. And oh my god, I also like this is it's good because it means that I'm growing, but I kind of forgot, like I genuinely forgot that sometimes in social situations people will be talking and then someone will ask you a question and then everyone will look at you. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot that normal people, like when people are just talking around a table or talking in a circle, sometimes someone's just gonna ask you a question and then everyone is gonna look towards you and then it's like your turn to talk. And I was like, ah! I was genuinely like, I was so caught off guard. I was like, whoa, like, oh, everyone's listening to me now? Like, and this is a fricked up thing because I don't really understand how my brain works either. I don't think I even, like, I think that the weird thing about going through a breakup is that you start to reevaluate like a lot of who you are. And so you get to go through a lot of like identity crises or whatever. Do I pawn this? I don't hate it. I genuinely don't hate it. I'm 2 tiles away from 7 pairs. It's not like 7 pairs is that accessible to us. Now if I pawn into 1 of bamboo or 2 of bamboo, what the frick just happened? Why would you not sumo? I don't understand. I don't know what that thing was. I don't know if it was lag or, but it like it's either you have a Northwind, which is impossible, or a con decision. Maybe this is like a weird con moment. I'm gonna look back at this with Maka and see what happened. Okay, Sumo, what happened? Can you wait on the 7 and also the 4? Oh, it was a con. You should slam. The con. You've already called Reachi. Oh my goodness. It's not gonna change your hand at all. Might reveal another Dora, and I've already opened my hand. That's one moment that you should slam the con. I am HO in my humble opinion. Yeah. So like I did like if that was very scary. That was genuinely so scary for me. I did not realize that people did that. Like, oh, it's now your turn to talk. And I get very shy. And this is the thing that I was about to say, which is I don't think my brain makes sense either because I've been, you know, there's no better time to than right after a breakup to do a whole bunch of improv comedy classes. I think at least, you know, people heal in different ways. Please don't yuck my yum. We shouldn't con here. If we con here, it's impossible for us to win. What am I gonna do with this hand? I mean, I only need like a few Han to pass a Cross Lord. This is a good hand, right? We're 1 tile away from Tempai. Drawn into 7 of bamboo is nasty in the sense that we get to wait for the 2, the 4, or the 5 of bamboo. I'll take this, you know? I don't think this hand really gets that much better. I think that we just have to YOLO slam. 7 of bamboo, you know, at least I know that left lord and a crossword both aren't waiting for it, so if they draw into another one, or it's hard for them to use. If they draw into another one, it might just genuinely come out. So that's okay. Westwood, okay, it's the Dora. The Dora gets pawned up. Again, the Dora being discarded after a Riichi is always a little bit, suspect, but you never know. What do I think that a crossword is even going for? I have no idea. You must have like Red Dragon or something. By the way, that's super sad. And if you do have Red Dragon, you now have like 3 Dora on top of whatever monstrosity is in your hand. Could be a half outside. That can't be right either. All triplets? I have no idea what a crossword is going for. It is scary, by the way. Every single... What is happening? I have 3 gazillion chances at Dora now. They con and then they give left lord 3 Dora. Everybody in the club has Dora now, except for me, by the way. I don't know if you've noticed this. I've somehow managed to like Matrix level dodge every single Dora indicator that's been flipped up. Okay. I've managed to dodge every single red 5 in this hand as well. Excuse me? Can I get a... I'm sorry, I didn't expect excuse me to come out of my mouth. Here's the thing. I was so nervous when everyone was like looking towards Yusong to be like, oh yeah, how's work going? I was like, oh yeah, you know, the YouTube channel is going good. Doing some fun collabs or whatever. That's kind of cool. But like, you know, during like a stage thing, I'm not nervous. I'm nervous in the sense of, like, I would rather be on stage nervous than around a table nervous. I don't know what it is, but I genuinely feel that way. Like that, being on stage and making stuff up, or even talking, or even doing stand up, or doing some sort of monologue, like that is preferable to me than hey Yusong. Now you talk. I don't. It was genuinely so scary. Jordan Peele, if you want to work on a new horror film together, I got this great concept. It's called people around a dinner table just look at you, and then you're expected to talk. I don't know. I think it's got cross-cultural appeal. And we already looked at the con, right? They could have conned the 7 of bamboo. They elected not to, which, by the way, it would have bolstered their hand, right? All the 7s are gone. 8 of bamboo looks a lot safer. But hey, this isn't nitpicking. This isn't a Patreon video. Thanks so much for watching. That's going to do it for today's video. If you like the song or you like the genre, consider subscribing. I got new videos every single day. Consider leaving a like and a comment if you're feeling particularly generous, as it helps out me and the channel such a great deal. I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The link is down below in the description, along with our community Discord, our Patreon, which is the best way to support me, and our VOD channel in case you can't ever make it live. Until next time, please take care of yourself. Please be kind to yourself. And we are bowing right now. Woo! Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Peace.